What is going on, YouTube? It is your favorite guy on to check it in. Self-made J Skills or J Skilly. You tuned in to Tactical Skill and Defense. May God bless each and every one of you. Continue to take care of each other and get to know the gun laws in your state, surrounding states when traveling. I'd like you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. We're going to talk on the KSG and some upgrades that I did. I got one more upgrade that I got to do to it. And that will be pretty soon. I got to get a muzzle brake for it. So I'm going to throw a muzzle brake on it. That'll pretty much be it, man, as far as the upgrades. Definitely going to do an EGC dump like I normally do. And then we're going to jump into this young man that you see on the screen in the back of me, man. Give him the respect that he deserves. And we're going to, his sister made a poem. If you not know, it's Mr. Nichols, known as Tyree Nichols, to his family. And the tragedy that family has suffered. A couple days ago, well, a couple weeks ago now, and I believe Tuesday or Wednesday they had his funeral, and we're going to hear from his sister who wrote a beautiful poem about him. Normally I throw my people on my screen, but we're going to honor this man today, show some love to him, and we're going to get into the upgrades on this KSG, man. Of course, you know, I got all my junk to go to my iPhone. Chargers, iPods, control the iPods with the cord for it. Of course, you know my keys. Keep pepper spray. Keep all my main keys here. Keep myself a light. That's magnetic. That goes back in and cuts off. A couple more locker keys. My toolbox locker keys. Pepper spray. I keep myself a flash drive on here, important paperwork, and then my keys, and then my car keys. Of course, my iPhone 12 Pro Max, I believe. Of course, today I'm carrying my Hellcat. See what else, y'all. My head kind of nappy, so that's why I got my hat on today. Extra mag, 15 rounds. My handkerchief. Rat's tourniquet. How can you carry all that? It's not a lot, y'all. Of course, my light, my pen. A little small multi-tool, my lighter, some lip balm in there for my crusty lips, you know. Of course, you know my wallet. Then, of course, my self-defense knife, which is my keyboard. Alright, y'all, we're going to get into this poem, like I said, by his sister. And then we're going to jump into the video and what upgrades that I've done to the KSG. Here we go, y'all.
The poem I wrote is called I'm Just Trying to Go Home. I'm just trying to go home. Is that too much to ask? I didn't break any laws along this path. I've skated across barriers designed to hold me back. I'm just trying to go home. Where the love is loud and the smiles are warm, like the sunsets that come for me in the coldest of my storms. I'm just trying to go home. I hear the sirens, I see the flashing lights. The directions are clear. Black skin go left, blue skin go right. I'm just trying to go home. Don't I deserve to feel safe? Batons, badges, boots, bright lights against my face. I'm just trying to go home. Does anyone hear the pain in my cry? The struggle in my breath? God replied, "Come home, my son. Now you can rest."
I wanted to first say to Tyree, Nichols family, may God strengthen you in this time of need. As you try to make some type of sense of what happened to your brother and your son. Now I'm gonna do this for a minute, y'all, because I have a father. I am a father, and I'm a son of a father and mother. She said he's just trying to go home, where the smiles are bright and the love is bright and the smiles are comforting. He's just trying to make it home. Man, this situation and so many more before him. I'm not out and all bad, but it's not everybody in the police department is not bad. And I'll say this. When we have good cops that come forward to lose their pension and lose something that they're passionate for, and that's the people of their city, we have to back them cops up and support them cops 100% and get them back in office. Them are the cops that we want on our streets. Them are the cops that we want leading the police department, because they have some type of integrity. They have a passion for humanity and can put these cops in check when they are out of line. Another thing is body cam. To me, and like I said, I'm not trying to bash the police, but I wanted to be a police officer. And accidents does happen, but that wasn't an accident. And if somebody said I did them wrong, I want them to go to that camera. I want them to be able to say, nah, he wrong. So for me, man, if you touch a body cam, to me, you need to be automatically terminated as a police officer. It's there to protect you and also to protect the citizens when you're out and you're doing your job. Every cop wants to come home. We're not down that y'all don't want to come home. Who wants to kiss their wife and their children and not come back home? But man, I'm not going to spend too much time, but I just had to say that. This is a hard one. My son is 12, and pretty soon he'll be either in college or trade school, and I'm definitely going to worry about his safety when getting pulled over by the police. I'm not saying that anything's going to happen to him, but we have too many of these the same stories before Tyree, Nichols, that these police departments won't investigate the police officers when a report has been turned in to say that they have been a little bit too aggressive. We need to take them calls seriously in the police department, internal affairs. And if it's a false allegation, then hey, it's false. But as we done seen 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 more is gonna come out to say that this Scorpion squad has been a little bit too aggressive. And in this case, they got too aggressive. And actually, 3 days later, Tyree died due to his injuries by the police officers that served that sworn to protect and serve the people of Memphis. So, man, my prayers go out to that family. May God strengthen them as they look for strength for these next coming days once the cameras go off, once the interviews are over with, when they have to sit home and the house is quiet and Tyree is not coming through that door at lunchtime to go get a meal from his mother. I'm hoping nothing but strength for that mother and that father and that brother and that sister that he left behind because people can't keep their emotions in check. I had to take a moment to do that, man. So let's get into this KSG. This is my new baby. This is my new home defense. As you see, she got a little something on. She got a little something. It is, I am not going to lie to you guys, it is heavy due to the shell hold on top, which bolts or screws, sits on, then screws to a plate on the rail. So let's go from stock on back. This is a rubber butt pad or cheek pad, shoulder pad, whatever you want to call it, to keep some of that recoil kind of steady or whatnot. This is a shell deflector. So I threw the shell deflector on her. So what it does, instead it comes straight down, it comes straight down. And this tilts towards me. And it's going to throw that shell. So you won't be tripping or nothing on it. Of course, let's go now to the pop-up sights. That's the pop-up sights for it. This is a 7-in-7 shell holder, and this mug is heavy. It's loaded. Whatever side two, I put the shell at the top. So on this side of the right side tube, you have buckshot, double-eye buck, and on the left-hand side or the left tube, you have slug. So that's what you see, slug and double-eye buck. I did extend the rail on here, and I'll get up in a minute and show you. I did have a vertical foregrip on here, but with that vertical, it kind of did this, and it was getting caught in my hand. So I had to take the vertical and do the mag pull foregrip on it. It feels a lot better. It feels a lot room. I ain't worried about bumping my knuckles or my against this thing right here. I did go with a lower profile Picatinny riser. I did go with a light and laser combo. A red. And then on this side, you got the light. And this is this little piece that's underneath it. See, I'm about to come a little closer for you guys. But as you can see, it has this rail. I was gonna put the light right here, but it has this little thing right here. It's supposed to be a stopper, you know. So right here, and then as you can see, I have the risers, 2 risers down at the bottom, and I'm gonna show you all the original. So let y'all see. That's how short that is to that. So you see how far the rail is. So it gave it a little bit more room to be able to push this shell holder back because it was more forward heavy. Because if you want to, what you do is you'll take this and you'll put this sight right here where this rail, and you will bring it down. So this actually puts some of the weight more towards the back, but more towards the middle, a little bit towards the back, to where it's a lot more manageable as far as the weight. As you can see, it has the green and then the red the red thing up on the top. On the, as you see, it's red and green. I like that. So, and like I said, all thing I do now is get my muzzle brake for it, and she'll be ready to go, man. I ain't doing nothing else to her, and I'm gonna get the plug to go down here, so, and then put a shell in here. So I have a total of, and like I said, you have 7 and 7 in the tube. And I'm putting a switch. It's gonna extend, and where I can be able to use my hand to switch it from tube to tube. So right now, 1 in the head. You got 7 on the left hand, 7 on the right. That makes it 14. Am I right? Makes that 15. And then you have 7 and 7 up top for to be able to reload. So 14, 8. That's 28. So that's 29 shells. That's almost a 30-round clip or a 30-round magazine for an AR-15. So more than enough to handle my business if anybody come in here. So man, if you like the KSG, let me know. Put some comments down at the bottom. How you like the setup? Do you like the setup or do you hate the setup? What would you take off? What would you leave on? What would you do to your KSG as far as an upgrade? And I like, because I can literally sit this down just like that because of the shells. But man, I love it. So y'all take care of one another. May God bless each and every one of you. And get your favorite gun on to check it out. J Skills, or aka J Skilly. Y'all be blessed. And once again, to the family of Tyree Nichols, may God comfort you when the cameras are gone and when the interviews are over. I hope you find strength in whatever you believe in and whatever you put your faith into. But God is good. He's been taking care of me and mine. And I hope nothing but peace and comfort in the upcoming days when this is all over with. That God continues to push and continue to rain down nothing but blessings. And we do need justice for Tyree and the rest of the families. Let's do it on a state level. Let's do it on a Congress level. Let's get these people in office. If you want my vote, when stuff like this come up, and you need to pass stuff like the George Floyd Act, or you need to pass stuff like the Tyree Act, which I think is going to be local to Memphis, Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to the House or City Council to demand some law changes. And that's what we need to do on each level. Go make these politicians that want our vote, instead of blowing smoke up our ass, and excuse my language, but that's what a lot of them do. Let's see you react, and let's see some action behind your promise and behind what you stand for. Wrong is wrong. I don't care about anything else. My grandparents always told me, when you're wrong, you're wrong. And learn and be prepared to deal with the consequences of your actions. So, and that's the same thing with police. I have a cousin on the force. And I would not want my cousin. My cousin was raised by my grandmother. So I want him to make every decision like my grandmother's looking at him. Does accidents happen to citizens and police officers while they're doing their job? Yes, the accidents does happen. But what happened to Tyree Nichols was not an accident. It was tragic, it was brutal, and it was very unhumane the way he was treated on a simple, quote-unquote, traffic stop. But y'all be blessed. Cheers.